Hey.
Hey, freelancer.
Jarl?
So what's the word on the Dominion?
Though the Monitor is dead, many still fight on. Talk to you later. Hear me?
I hear you.
Bastards are probably here to stay.
You came through. Fine work.
Of course we did.
Never a doubt.
Thank you.
Time for celebration! Whew. Let's all have a drink.
As long as we don't talk about work.
What, me? Okay.
I just need a moment.
Can I talk about my Strider? I have plans.
Just give me 5 minutes to relax with no Strider, no Anthem, no relics, no contracts.
There's something you need to see. I want you to meet Grandmaster Adams.
You entered free mark. You silenced the cenotaph.
Yes, with help.
Right on. Strong alone, stronger together. Hey, let me show you something. We found this just inside the eastern border. Killed 2 of our team before we were able to put it down. And I mapped the region on it.
Urgoth. You've heard of them.
From stories, paintings, but they're long gone from Bastion.
Oh, this could either be a single scout or the beginning of something much, much bigger.
Corvus is worried that the death of the Monitor, while vital, has left us vulnerable in places we never even considered.
And we're reaching out to you because by all accounts, you're something special. But can you keep quiet about this? We don't want to freak people out.
Sure.
Good.
We'll be in touch.
So we're fighting the Urgoth now. Okay, time to do the rounds, talk to everyone. Crossborough, freelancer Jenny. Sim, yeah.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy.
That girl in the market?
You know, you surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills, but your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations.
Nice of you to say, but why did you doubt me at all?
That's my job. I doubt people.
Are you gonna grill me now? How did I do it? Am I a Dominion double agent? That kind of thing?
Sorry to disappoint you, freelancer. Full disclosure, though. I'm about to give you another compliment.
Why are you being so nice?
You shut down the Heart of Rage.
Oh, that old thing.
Do you know what I like about you?
My eyes?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Sorry, I thought we were connecting.
I admire your loyalty. You stuck by your friends and stayed true to Fort Tarsus.
That's just the kind of freelancer I am.
I agree. Did you know that besides resourcefulness, courage, and intelligence, Corvus values loyalty above all?
I do too.
We may have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
No. Working for Corvus is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion, but it comes with risks. Like dying alone, being abandoned by your own government, and in certain times, even reviled as a traitor.
You make it sound so fun.
You joke, but freelancer life can also be unforgiving.
I guess we both have lousy jobs, huh?
Yes, but it's a living.
Did you just crack a joke?
No, I work for Corvus. We never joke.
That's what I thought.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsus. The Heart of Rage, no less. I knew he'd bring the thunder.
Along with a few thousand rounds of ammunition. Surprised there's any left in Fort Tarsus.
Don't sell yourself short. Took a lot more than bullets to win. This was a statement. The freelancers are back, and not even the Anthem's temper can stop them.
Thanks, though I'm sure some new trouble is bound to come along.
In this world, I guarantee it. Not a month goes by, I'm not shaking my head at some crazy thing a Shaper Relic has done. But I'll feel better knowing the freelancers are back in business.
I hope this time around we keep our heads held high.
I wouldn't worry. Not with people like you setting the example.
Trying to make me blush?
No, but I could sell you some.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
Freelancer Jenny. Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
There you are. Heard you got back in one piece.
Were you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have a nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer. But that storm killed some of our best.
It's part of the job. We accept it. Maybe even love it a little bit.
Do we? I mean, maybe we do. But should we?
Why else would we carry on?
Anyway, congratulations. You're a big fish now. You should celebrate. Look around this place. The difference you've made is amazing.
Thanks.
I especially love that they fixed the Lancer statues in the courtyard. They meant so much to me as a kid.
How come?
Well, Fort Tarsus was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small, I'd sit across from the statues and my daydreams would warm me up. So, yeah, the fort is feeling better. More like home.
Things will only get better from here.
Hope so.
Will I see you around then?
I'll be around. Take care, big fish.
What else? Talk to these Matthias guys.
With freelancers around, travel won't be so dangerous.
How's it going?
I am reading and writing.
And?
There is no and. Must there be something else?
I guess there doesn't need to be if you're happy the way you are.
I am content. Yes, Maddie requires novelty. Sumner needs something to be angry at. I find that my academic pursuits fulfill my needs. Someone must be the Arcanist.
Don't the others?
They help. Their diverse perspectives are critical. But of late, most of the scholarly tasks have fallen to me.
You're probably the best suited to it of the three of you.
Precisely my thought. Where I go from here is simple. I am the Arcanist. Among the three of us, I've had the easiest time adjusting to the division. Matthias was an Arcanist. I am still an Arcanist. The non-scholar parts of Matthias must figure out their place. It can't be easy. I'm glad you're our friend. That means you'll be here for them.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm glad to hear it. Now I should let you go.
See you around, Errol.
What's this thing? Matthias Errol Sumner. Brilliant and curious, Arcanist Matthias Errol Sumner believes that humans can only survive the chaotic world by getting a deeper understanding of Shaper instruments. Now, a well-known researcher, Matthias was once an orphan child on the streets of Helios. If the physical world is governed by immutable rules, no two things can exist at the same point in space and time. An object can exert force proportional to its mass, then theoretically, one could predict the outcome of events. If one had perfect knowledge of surrounding conditions, the governing laws, and the computational resources required for such a complex calculation. But what about human choice and free will? People introduce an element of chaos. You can't predict thought, Maddie. We can't be certain of that. We are made of matter, and thus our thoughts, which are produced by something material, must have some material presence, even if we can't perceive it ourselves. Okay, so the aspects can do all this per point. But what is it for, Sumner? The applications are limited only by our imagination. Handwritten notes, Arcanist Errol Sumner. Of course, the Arcanists would need a way to pass messages to each other, a method known only to our other Arcanists that could keep dangerous knowledge from the eyes of enemies. The runes could be encoded with information about the area they were placed in. They could contain anything, notes, warnings, a random observation, like annotations or footnotes in a book. Nothing would be ever lost. Those that follow could read and understand what has been learned before. From Matthias Sumner's journal.
Freelancer.
How are things?
You know, trying to keep busy. Maddie's out finding new fun things to do. Errol's working on work, and I'm trying to find where I fit in, I suppose. It's messy. I feel set adrift sometimes.
You'll make it work. It's what you do. You figure out how to make the best of a situation.
It's easier when I have a target, someone to be angry at or something to work on. What would you do?
I'm not you. Telling you what to do wouldn't help.
You're right. I'll just have to go on this journey alone.
Not alone. I can't walk the distance for you, but I can walk it with you.
Shut up. You'll make me have feelings.
Oh no, feelings.
Oh, before I forget, I ran into Aruna. She was happy to hear we made it out alive. She also said something about taking your advice. She wanted me to catch up on old times or something.
That's wonderful. She seems nice, really smart.
Maybe even smarter than Matthias was, certainly less obnoxious. You ask me, Matthias didn't appreciate what he had back then. Anyway, I won't keep you. See you around?
Okay, one more guy. Where's the last guy? Should be one more guy here. It's hiding around here. What the hell?
Freelancer, it's always a treat to see you. So you went into the Heart of Rage and survived. That's twice now, isn't it? Do you think I could ever do that? Observe the center of a cataclysm? Actually see something like the cenotaph?
With enough training, a really powerful suit, and an armed escort, you could maybe survive in a cataclysm for 10, 20 seconds.
A worthy goal to aim for.
You know, the last person I knew who wanted to be a Lancer ended up betraying me.
Owen. Oh, right. I don't really want to be a Lancer. I just want to see more of the world. Sometimes a javelin is the only way. I want to explore. I want to do things. Make my mark. Somehow.
Haven't you already done that? I couldn't have silenced the cenotaph without you.
But that was all of us.
Oh, I see. This is about being separate.
I know. Selfish, isn't it?
You know how good you are together. I think you need each other.
Right. Of course. I shouldn't think solely of what I want. I'm one of three. Thank you for letting me ramble. You've been a friend.
Anytime. Madam Chronicler?
Ah, you did it.
Did what?
Silenced the Heart of Rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Alec and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor, Negandel, used to say, you know who Negandel is, of course.
I must admit I don't.
How is that possible? He's only the greatest cipher who ever lived, and royalty. Oh, my dear. Is it possible you have amnesia?
I don't have amnesia. We've been through this already.
We have? How ironic that I should forget that. As Negandel used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts, for what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, The Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now, I should get going. See ya.
See ya? Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
What's wrong with see ya? Everyone knows it just means see you later.
Can you guarantee every single person in Bastion knows that?
It's common enough.
But you are not common. Nor should you stoop to be so.
Right. Who does modesty serve anyway?
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye.
Alright. Let's go down to the bar. Talk to some people.
I've gone through 15 drafts of a message to my mother. How do you tell someone you're sorry you hurt them, but you'll keep hurting them?
Just like that?
Wow, you're awful. There must be a more diplomatic way.
There's no way to be nice about this. You've made your decision. Stand by it.
Maybe I should just say that. Ask that she respect my choices. I can't wait to be back outside. Relics are so much simpler sometimes compared to people.
Never had a person spit spiders at me.
That's true. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to talk and listen. You've been a real friend. If you ever need Arcanist help from someone who isn't arguing with identical versions of themselves, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Aruna. Take care. Leighton, how are you?
Still have the headaches, but not as bad. Nadira said she wanted to join us.
We both wanted to thank you for helping Leighton. It's been good to see him make a friend.
I wish it were that easy, but there's more going on here, Leighton. You're a complicated man.
I feel like a walking puzzle that's never been solved. I hope this wasn't a burden.
The truth can be difficult. This isn't over yet. As long as we care about each other, we can work it out.
Maybe we'll even work together. Tassin wanted to see us, said she'd be coming by.
Oh? You're all here. Some sensitive Corvus information has turned up in a Dominion archive. We may have a leak. Are you sure? The information came from within Fort Tarsis. I'm trying to pinpoint the source. You'll forgive me, but I have to consider Leighton. It couldn't have been him. Freelancer? You've spent time with him.
I'm not sure that's enough. We just met.
Well, you fought the Dominion directly. What does your gut tell you?
Turns out the Dominion messed with his mind. I'll show you. Prism Tacit.
What does that mean?
It means there's more to me than you know.
A second persona.
What? What, like mind control?
Never underestimate the Dominion's capacity for treachery.
Leighton.
You couldn't have known, Nadira. I passed along a few nuggets of information.
So it was you.
At first, but someone once told me decency is in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves. I took her advice. Then Fort Tarsis stopped being a target and became my home.
Not anymore. You're an enemy spy. We execute spies. Wait, please. I know he's guilty, but he's changed. Freelancer, you must see that.
Considering what the Dominion did to his mind, it's a wonder he's still standing. I think he regrets what he's done.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but I suppose we could turn the tables. Use him feed false information back to the Dominion. Nadira, you'll have nothing to do with him. You're out of Fort Tarsis. This is messy enough as it is.
You didn't have to do that, freelancer.
Executing him seemed too harsh.
No. I mean, you could have left this alone, kept quiet. Leighton and I would still be together.
I just spared you living a lie with that man.
You don't know that.
Neither do you.
Yet you decided for both of us. Now he'll just be a tool for whatever schemes Tassin plans for him.
At least he'll still be alive.
Will he? You got to know him. His pain. I think you've consigned him to the same miserable life he tried to escape. Now he's stuck there forever. Goodbye, freelancer.
Oh shit, did I make a mistake here? Or were they gonna go away anyway? Okay, let's speak to Halleck. Where is he? Where's Halleck? Hello?
Hey, my friend.
Halleck, feeling okay?
Yep, had a bottle of cackleberry wine. Been waiting years to pop it open. Needed the right occasion.
Ah.
Faye calls it truth juice, so I'm waiting here for the truth of life to infuse my brain. Hoping the anthem might sing to me. Anyway, so... I once took a whiz in my javelin.
Halleck, I think it's a different kind of truth juice.
Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Made my bladder gladder right there in the suit.
Who hasn't tested the hydraulics out once in a while?
Hydraulics. See? Truth is, I never thought you were funny. At all. Like, ever.
Never?
Nope. But the truthier truth is I like you anyway. You're a good friend. Just don't go telling Halleck I said that.
Pretty sure he's not gonna remember any of this.
I hope he does. It's fun having a friend. You can tell him things. Like, once I took a whiz in my javelin.
So I've heard.
Yeah, but have you heard I'm the Crimson Lancer? Pretty sure they based the whole show on me. Seize your glory, Lancers! Into the maw! Death is just a reunion with old friends!
It's uncanny.
Right? Don't need wine to see that.
Right, did Halleck just change positions? No, okay, time to talk to the bard.
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
Great. Now I get to worry about disappointing the Emperor.
I told you he'd be watching. Now it's just a question of what you do next.
I get the feeling that's where you come in?
Well, that depends on you. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
I passed all the tests. I was welcomed into the Legion of Dawn already. Sort of.
The trials proved you're worthy to become a Legionnaire, But you're not one yet. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted counsel?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires.
In the trials, Arden Vasa said something about walking the path too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Arden Vasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medeiros, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsus.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a Legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the Legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning.
What's this? Path of the Legionnaires. Tarsus built a mighty fortress in the center of a wide valley, designed to avoid the eye of the enemy and ally alike. Urgoth would run from far and wide to throw themselves at its gates, thus keeping them from hunting for the hiding Argonauts. But humans made the journey to the fortress as well, aspirants hoping to join the ranks of the Legion of Dawn. Those brave souls who crossed the Urgoth-haunted valley to the gates won the right to be tested in the path of the Legionnaires. Those who could walk the path, even for a moment, were given javelins and a place in the ranks. But to those who mastered the path, all secrets were revealed, and they were made a part of the general circle. When Helena Tarsus fell, Arden Vasa sealed the gates of her fortress and led the legion to defend Anthem forevermore. But upon the fortress gates, he left his solemn oath that should one day a worthy soul appear, the trials and the path should open for them, that they might yet take their place at the side of the general. From the volume of Tarsus.
Medeiros was the son of arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern, underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky or an Urgoth or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Medeiros heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Medeiros left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
His parents couldn't have just let him go, could they?
They forbade him, of course. But he picked his moment and ran away. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
Right, I'm sure this story doesn't start with a child killed by a Chimera.
That would be a much shorter story than this one. He'd never seen a Chimera. He'd never even seen a Grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted, and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the Chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then, the other hunters came. General Tarsus, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the Chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Medeiros.
No luck about it. Tarsus followed his trail, just as the Chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the Chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsus, Leotrail found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
After all that, he just went home again? That's not much of a story.
I said safety, not home. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsis asked where he lived and who his people were, Medeiros replied, "You're my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsis said, "He is home." From then on, Medeiros served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a legionnaire himself. But that's another story.
Freelancer, run away fast.
Wow.
The shapers know your mind.
To do a lot.
We're not poets. Speak plainly.
Challenge of Valor.
And the cipher woman have plainly angered the rage beating deep within the heart. You dared challenge the anthem, and now you'll know the meaning of pain. Whomever raises themselves above the gods will fall from great heights. The anthem brokers no infidels. No truth seekers survive its wrath.
Time to do some quick play, I guess. Let's sort out our javelin. Quite 23. Okay, what's the lowest here? If it's shield reinforcement. Explosive expert. This is pretty good. I need that combo damage though. What about support gear? Seems okay.
New bakery just opened in the market. I miss the smell of fresh bread.
Once I get to these coordinates, what am I looking for?
Another book? An engraving? Perhaps a scroll buried in an ancient library.
So, you don't know?
I'm sure we'll know when we see it.
So you don't know what we'll find, but what do you hope it is?
Knowledge.
That's it, huh? What about treasure? Or some kind of weapon?
Knowledge is the only thing that matters.
Almost there. I'll let you know what I find.
Coordinates reached. Anything yet? The attack of Wolven. Nature will reclaim abandoned places. And Wolven guard their territory fiercely. It will be impossible to continue exploring if they aren't dealt with. What a shame. Found something, but I'm not immediately clear on what it is. It seems deactivated. There was mention of a vibrational frequency in the manuscript. Perhaps if it's directed in a pulse through a javelin.
No, another puzzle. Triangle, square.
That imbues an object with a finely tuned energetic resonance. Of course, once charged with the resonance, the stone becomes a key. If I'm correct, the plates in the ground will respond to the resonance of that stone.
Put stone on plate and something happens?
Hopefully.
Did you hear that? I felt something.
The tumblers of a lock falling into place.
And there's a hum. Barely perceptible. I think there's power being diverted to another section of the ruin.
You need 3 more energy stones. Maybe following the power will help you find them.
Feels a bit like I'm in the guts of a giant safe.
I think that's exactly where you are.
Square star again.
The pillars need to match the right symbols.
Something's getting the scorpions riled up.
Wait, don't move. Instruments detect minor glitches in the system. Ancient mechanics. Deterioration over time. Resonance is off. I need to transmit signal pulses through your javelin to compensate. You must stay close. Now you just have to get it in place. Try not to lose it.
That definitely did something again.
Progress. Halfway there.
Why has no one tried to do any of this before?
Without the frequency found in the Elysian manuscript, the system could not be triggered.
Right, of course.
The hell? Were you meant to match the symbols?
The pillars need to match the right symbols.
Got the third stone.
Who has it? Not me.
Third stone in place.
3 down, 1 to go.
1 to go? Come on. I'm hating all these fetch quests.
What if this is all just an elaborate joke?
I don't understand what you mean.
Solve this code. Flip these symbols. Carry a rock back and forth.
Not a joke. Perhaps a test.
Star?
Let me guess. Stay close.
Yes, please. Don't stray too far again. I need to make sure the stone is charging properly.
Got it. That's done it. Returning the last stone to the center. thank you for helping me with this. Anytime. Enjoy picking up heavy things and putting them down again. Also, I assume I'm getting paid? Yes, of course. I get payment in sandwiches as well, just so you know. Okay, last stone's in place.
Running that frequency through your javelin again. I need you to make physical contact with the mechanism this time.
Oh crap, we made something angry.
Energetic vibrations from the stones are likely causing distress in sensitive wildlife.
How long will it last?
I'm not sure. Almost. Please, hold on.
A long time.
That's it. It's all done. Safeguards removed. Locks unlocked.
All right. Let's see what's in here.
It's done. The lockbox is open. It looks like scrolls, documents, a lot of knowledge, as I hoped and predicted. Will you bring everything back to the fort?
On my way.
What's happening? It's like halted. No, it's frozen. Can't let it go.
don't understand.
What's the problem? I thought you'd be happy about the documents we found.
I am. But Moore alludes to a discovery he made that would change how we look at the world. Important, groundbreaking. But he never says what it is. In places, words are even scratched out, obscuring the meaning. If what he discovered was important, why hide it? Knowledge hidden cannot achieve its purpose.
Maybe he thought it was dangerous?
Ignorance is dangerous. This is all baffling. I need more time to look it over. Perhaps discuss it with the others.
Sounds good. I'll come back soon.
Okay, I can speak to Latham again. He's gonna hate me, isn't he?
Hello?
Layton?
Do we know each other?
I guess you don't remember.
Sorry, a freelancer, right? We've been talking? My memory's jumbled. I still get headaches. My wife, Nadira, said I should try to make friends, but she's gone. I can't remember why she left.
You may not remember or understand, but it's for the best, Layton.
I keep thinking maybe she got mad. Was I seeing another woman? Aurora? I don't remember.
Probably better that way.
What if I want to remember?
If I said prism tacit, does that mean anything?
No. Should it?
I guess Tassin changed things.
I know Tassin. She comes by sometimes. Asks for my help. I used to be a spy.
What sort of help?
She needs advice about Corvus agents and missions.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm sure she's using you well.
It passes the time. One day bleeds into the next. I feel like I'm a prisoner, but I can't see the prison. I miss Nadira. Without her, I don't know if I can go on. If you see her, let her know.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
Goodbye, Layton.
Wow.
Do you like mysteries? I love mysteries.
It depends on the mystery. I take it you mean the writings of Robin Moore we found?
I'm becoming predictable. So, here we are. Robin Moore makes a brilliant discovery, but doesn't tell anyone. Instead, he hides documents about it behind layers of riddles and security. He doesn't even mention it in his seminal work. Curious, don't you think? The way I see it, there's only one way to solve this puzzle. There are clues in Moore's documents. We must follow the trail of breadcrumbs he left. Errol extracted information about another location, what used to be a waypoint for traveling arcanists. We think another clue is hidden there.
Leave it to me.